People in Afghanistan are complaining that they are not receiving even the aid that is being provided to them by other countries. Recently, hundreds of them were seen lining up for the handouts distributed by a Saudi Arabian organization, but many more didn't receive anything. People in Afghanistan are on the cusp of acute poverty, with millions of them projected to fall in that category in coming months if the countries do not intervene with major support.
Hundreds of men and women lined up in capital Kabul to collect food handouts which authorities received from Saudi Arabia last week. The $1 million project is funded by the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center based in Riyadh, being run by a Muslim charity, and will cover 7 Afghan provinces.
دغه پروژه چې د سعودي عربستان د حکومت لخوا په ځانګړې توګه د مرکز ملک سلمان چې په سعودي په ریاض کې موقعیت لري د هغه لخوا نه د دې فند ورکړل شوی ده. دا په افغانستان کې څه د پاسه $1 میلیون پروژه ده چې د توحید مؤسسې لخوا نه دا تطبیق کیږي.
Some locals, however, complained that not all the aid had reached its intended destination, with some of it being detained by the Taliban, who took over the country last year after the Americans and their allies withdrew their forces. People in Afghanistan stand on the cusp of extreme food insecurity as their stores have dried up, production is not sufficient to meet people's needs, and enough support hasn't reached common people owing to international community's reluctance with Taliban at the helm of affairs. As per different international organizations, roughly 23 million people face acute food insecurity as Afghanistan also experiences its worst drought in 30 years.
ما اینجا آمدیم به خاطر همین کمکی که سرامیاش بر ما کرده. ما دائم قدیر ما بیوستم، 7 تیم دارم، کرای خانه میتم و بسیار مشکلات رو بروستم بیادرکم. این مشکلات ما کس رسیدگی نمیکنه.
هیڅ څوک زما فریاد نه اوري چې وکم میډم چې په کور کې ماشومان وهي منګه بد ورځ کوي بیخي زمونږ وضعیت خانه ده. هیڅ څوک زمونږ فریاد نه اوري او بس دغه ته کومک د بار راغلم دوسه د خدای خو کې چې اولین ځل موږ سره کومک وکړو.
Although a number of countries and global bodies have reached out to assist Afghans in these testing times, it is the India's continued humanitarian assistance that has so far stood out. Under a memorandum of understanding signed with the World Food Programme for the distribution of wheat within Afghanistan, India has been sending wheat consignments at regular intervals to Afghans. India has already supplied 500,000 doses of Covaxin vaccines and 13 tons of essential life-saving medicines to Afghanistan. India has been pitching for providing unimpeded humanitarian aid to Afghanistan to address the unfolding humanitarian crisis in the country. India has also been pitching for the formation of a truly inclusive government in Kabul, besides insisting that Afghan soil must not be used for any terrorist activities against the country.